Hey guys, it's Leah here, and welcome back to my channel. Today for you all, I'm going to be talking about the top comics I want to read in 2020. And so yeah, I'm just going to jump right into it. It's a short pile as you can see, but it'll probably be added on to with all the other comics series that I started but never caught up on nor finished. So yeah, first one I have is Monstrous, and this one is by Sana Takeda and Marjorie Liu. And this one, my brother actually got me for Christmas, and I'm really excited about it because, first of all, comics cost way too much money, which is why I barely own any. And then also, I've heard lots of great things about this one, and so I'm really excited to read it, especially because it seems very like dark and gritty, but also high fantasy, and I love that. And it says it's set in an alternate world of Art Deco beauty and steampunk horror. Monstrous tells the epic tale of Micah Halfwolf, a teenage survivor of a cataclysmic war between humans and Arcanics. In the face of oppression and terrible danger, Micah is both hunter and hunted, searching for answers and about her mysterious past, as those who seek to use her remain just one step behind. All the while, the monster within her begins to awaken. So yes, I've had my eye on this one for a long time, and I can finally read it and see what all the hype is about. And so, yes, I'm very excited for this one. And also, the art looks really cool, too. That's just a cover. And here's the back, too, the little fox creature thingy. So, yes. The next one I have is from a very old author. Well, not a very old author, that sounds rude. I mean, this is an author I've known since I was in elementary school. And this one is Ghosts by Renee Telgemeier. I never knew how to say her last name. But I'm excited to read this one because I got this forever ago. I think back when I was in middle school and they still had book fairs. But I never got around to reading it. I don't know why. It's just a comic book, but I'm going to catch up with her works. And I'm excited to read this one, especially because it's interesting to see her tackling a different culture because if I remember correctly, this author is white. But this comic is focusing on Day of the Dead and two Hispanic characters. And so I'm really interested to see what she does with this. And yeah, I also want to read this other one she came out with, though, called Guts. And I think that's more of her primary series of like Smile and Sisters. And so that was a series I read back when I was in elementary school, and I've loved it ever since. So yes, and that's what I'm hoping to read and get through. The next one I have is Awkward, and this one is by Svetlana Chmakova. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. But this one just seems like a cute story between two middle school kids and this awkward little crush thing going on, and like small children dealing with their feelings for the first time. How cute. And that's basically I feel like that's basically it, but I'm just very excited to see what this is and how it develops, honestly. So, yeah, you'll probably hear about this again. The next one I have is called Life Sucks, and this one is by three different people. It's by Jessica Abel, Gabe Soria, and Warren Pleece, and it's a vampire comic book. And I just stumbled across this, and I don't know how. I somehow got this mug for free. But there's vampires, and I think these two main characters are just like, I don't even know, really. It's teenagers, and there's vampires, and it looks very corny, especially from the cover with the dude in the cape looking like a Dracula when we know he's not Dracula. But I'm here for the teenage shenanigans, and I think it takes place in LA, so let's see how this goes down. It should be very entertaining, if not corny, but we shall see. The next one I have is called Brain Camp, so you can see. And it's by Susan Kim, Lawrence Clavin, and Faith Erin Hicks. They go to camp, and there's mind control. That's why all them other creepy ass kids are in the background staring at them so hard. But basically, I believe this is like mind control. These two friends, or I think they're two people who've never known each other before, and they're thrown together because they're like, hey, this one person disappeared, and then she came back after like 2 days, and now she's weird. So they're just kind of like noticing these things, picking up on these clues, and trying to solve this mystery of Brain Camp. Because I think this camp that they're going to is like a camp for smart people and STEM people. Can't relate with the STEM thing. I really I'm not a STEM person. So I'm just like, have fun with that, you guys. But I think that's also kind of like the illusion with Brain Camp. Like, oh, it's for smart kids, and then they're literally messing with their brains. So, clever. I'm like, I don't know much about this. I've never heard anyone talk about this. It's just more so something I found. So I'm very intrigued to see how this one goes, and also I feel like it'll be very entertaining. So yeah. And then the next one I have is based off of a YA book series, and this is Legend by Marie Lu. These all got adapted into graphic novels, I think a year or two ago. It's been a fat minute, I'll be honest, it's been a fat minute. But I have not read these. I don't know why. I just never got to it. I only own this one, and then whenever I would look at the other two online, I was like, I'm gonna buy these, I'm gonna do this and that. I have a job now, and I'm still like, I don't know if I'm gonna buy them. I might just check them out and call it a day. But yes, Legend. This was like my favorite dystopian series back in middle school when I first discovered dystopian. And yeah, so it's like my ride or die series. I'm excited to read it, be immersed in the world, and also see the art, because the art style looks pretty cool. So yes. And the final book I have on this TBR is Tomboy, and this one is by Liz Prince. It's a graphic memoir, so I believe this is her life, unless I'm mistaken. I mean, it says a graphic memoir, so I believe it is. But basically just the life of a tomboy in a world that wants you to not be a tomboy. And so I'm very excited to get to this one, because I feel like I can relate to it on a more personal level, mainly due to the whole tomboy type thing and people being like, be a girl, wear a dress and a skirt and do this and that, and don't be dirty and climb trees and play sports. I played sports since I was like 5, and I mean, I don't see anything wrong with being a tomboy. I don't see anything wrong with wanting to wear like a baseball hat and a tank top, or wanting to like run around in sneakers or climb trees or get dirty doing stupid stuff. You know, I mean, as long as I'm having fun, living my life and enjoying my time, I don't see what the issue is. And so I feel like this is gonna be something very interesting. That's very interesting to read from a different perspective, especially as someone younger, because I think this one takes place when she's in middle school, and I can't wait to see all the shenanigans, and I'm probably gonna roll my eyes at all the kids who are like, be a normal girl, and I'm like, normal is boring and subjective, so hey. But yes, those are the top comics I plan on reading for the year of 2020. And if you guys have any recommendations for me, let me know in the comments below. But with that, I'll see you later. Bye!